गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Individual is running after that which can never be caught, namely the world, relationships, possessions. It can never be caught. It always slips through the fingers. And that which cannot be lost, which is the divinity, which is the self, which is the Paramatma, which can never be lost, which is always. He never seeks it. He never surrenders to it. He never thinks about it. And this is because, one of the reasons, in the manner of explanation, he is lost in this world of cause and effect. What is cause and effect? Because my parents are, therefore I am. See? So from the symptoms we come to find the cause. See? But where is cause and effect? Where is this whole cause? Another word for cause and effect is phenomena. Another word for phenomena is that which exists in its own absence. Sunrise and sunset is existing in its own absence. Sun doesn't rise, sun doesn't set. See? If you run after the sunrise, then you will be forever, throughout your life, you will be running around the planet trying to catch the sunrise. And that's exactly what is happening to the individuals. They are running after the objects, they are running after the situations, they are running after the people, they are running after experiences by wanting to repeat it, by wanting to possess it, by wanting to make it their own. It can never be done. A simple thing, that this body, when it came into existence, have we been able to hold on the youthfulness of the body, the flexibility of the body, the health of the body, the hunger of the body or the thirst of the body? No. And we want to go and hold the world of relations and possessions and make it our own. It can never be done. The earlier you recognize this, the more tranquil our disposition will be. See? But this continuous pursuit, because it's so easy to touch, feel, taste, smell, it's so easy to blame someone, it is so easy to judge someone, it is so easy to complain, It is easy to make or break, and therefore we never think about that which is always. We are trying to maintain continuously that which cannot be maintained continuously. And what is that? The world. You cannot. The world is continuously changing. See? And for this purpose, for us, let's look at it from another angle. For us, what is the world? Yes, we say it is waking, dream and deep sleep. I am not going in that direction. Just think another way. What is world for us? It is a play. It is a play between, for us, the individual, that I am, the world is, and there is some creator called God. So it's a play between Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar. Jeev is the individual, Jagat is the world, and Ishwar is that infinite creator. Contemplate and think carefully. Can you control the Ishvara? No. Can you make him come to you? No. Can you catch him? No. See? Because he is always. Can the husband catch the man? No. Can the wave catch the water? No. It is always the water. It's only imagining that it is not. Without the water, wave cannot be. Without the man, the husband cannot be. See? So this Ishvara, he is beyond our imagination, he is beyond our mind and intellect, he is beyond our senses. This is the mistake that we do. First I mentioned what is our disposition, and that disposition is parokshata, that we have kept him away from us. That which is the very essence of us, we have made him separate. Who has made him separate? The individual have made him separate. And he thinks the God is above the clouds, the Ishvara is above the clouds, that is separate to me. I must have God realization, I must merge into him, I must realize him. But he is always. The wave is saying, I must become one with the ocean. But the wave is already the ocean. Man is saying, husband is saying, I want to be the man. He is always the man. He is imagining himself to be the husband. Same way, the individual is always in essence the divine, imagining himself to be the individual. So we cannot do anything about that. All you have to do is shift your attention, come to this understanding. What is the understanding? That the divinity is not separate from me. It is all pervasive. Then the seeking will stop. Acceptance will begin, which is always, that is your nature. You will not stop seeing the Lord as some entity which is separate from your being. Now individual says, yeah, I understand, but it is not clicking. See, the world for us is Jeev, Jagat, Ishwar. Individual, divinity and the world. So these are the three legs on which this edifice of our empirical experience is standing. See? So either you work on this one, you have to just break one leg, the whole thing will fall. So either you accept the world, accept the Lord as your essence. Don't keep him paroksha. Paroksha, separate from you. Accept. that he is. It's like the the gadgets are saying the electricity is separate to us. Electricity, without electricity, no gadget will function. It's the inner core. Then the second way of approach could be, so we have parokshata, separation, separatedness, keeping the divinity as an objective pursuit which is larger than we can imagine. And that which is larger than we can imagine, we call it divinity or Ishvara. What about the world? Jagat. What is Jagat made up of? Jagat is made up of names and forms. Jagat is made up of space, air, fire, water, earth. World is made up of space, air, fire, water, earth. World is made up of duality. World is made up of time, space and objectivity. World is made up of sattva, rajas, tamas, whichever way you look at it. And where is the mistake we are making with our interaction to the Jagat? We have allowed the names and forms to condition us. We have allowed the five great elements to condition us. We have allowed the time, space and objectivity to condition us. Condition means limitation. Now do whatever is required to be done in order to delimit yourself. Do not accept the limitation of space, time, fire, space, air, fire, water, earth. Do not accept the limitation of time, space and objectivity. Do not see everybody, all of you who are listening and all the people in this world, all the animals in the world, everyone has a body, everyone has a form, and every form is made up of the same space, air, fire, water, earth. And the life which is expressing through all the forms, now the point comes. And the life which is expressing through all the forms, we think because of our limitation, because we have accepted the conditionings, we think I am only this. But truly speaking, the spirit expressing through the conditionings is a principle. Electricity expressing through gadgets as light, heat, refrigeration, it is a principle. If one bulb fuses, nothing happens to the light, it continues in other places. So why we say this is the light and it is important for me right now while I am giving, because it is illuminating, it is this bulb. My attention is on the bulb. My attention is on this body only. So I have considered I am only this body. And there the problem begins. And what is the truth? Are you the body or are you the spirit? Can the bulb by itself give light? Not possible. Bulb is the matter. Then what is the equivalent of consciousness expressing through the bulb? It is the electricity. And electricity is unlimited. It's like the light is thinking, only in this bulb I can express as light. But it's forgetting that it is the principle, it is the phenomena. So as long as we are identified with this body, we'll keep thinking that the divinity is expressing through this as life and that I am. But life is a principle. It is the same in a mosquito, it is same in the gods, it is same in you and every living sentient being on this planet. And every sentient being has a limitation of the body. So bring your attention, instead of thinking that I am only in this body, you be the principle rather than crystallize your individuality, melt it. Crystallization is on account of acceptance that I am only this body, breath, mind, intellect. Dissolution of this crystallization is contemplate on that, contemplate on the divinity, accept yourself as the divinity, and that will not be an ego trip as long as you don't impose that on other people. You, because you are by nature divine. See, so first was parokshata, we were keeping the Lord or the divine as separate from ourselves and pursuing it. And what is the truth? It is always, it is the source, it is the essence of our being. I cannot be separate from the essence. As regards the Jagat, every body is made up of space, air, fire, water, earth. And the only way to not be affected by the limitations of the world is to withdraw from the limitations, not by engaging in the limitations, not by accepting the limitations. For that, courage is required. For some sadhana is required. For that, some yoga is required. Do whatever is required, so that your senses and your mind and intellect, they can come under control. It is necessary. And as regards the Jeev, the individual, the third, if we want to dissolve that, then we have to see that this individual is not one per body. Individuality is a principle. It is not that when I stand in front of the mirror, then the reflection comes, and when other people stand in front of the mirror, reflection doesn't come. Reflection in a mirror is a general principle. Similarly, life expressing through this conditioning of body is a general principle. It is the same. And it is not one per individual. And when you come to the principle, then there is no parichinnata, that is, there is no limitation, because then I am expressing everywhere. Then this jiva has expanded. First, it withdrew from all the limitations, then it accepted that this life which is expressing is the phenomena, and it is only one. And this phenomena is taking place because of the divine principle which is ever. That divine alone is expressing as the phenomena. When this alignment of our take on this world of Jeev Jagat Ishwar is brought about, and correct approach is introduced within ourselves, then alone we can come back. Then alone we will realize that the whole journey was a journeyless journey. So either you take it begin the journey with the Lord, or with the world, or with yourself. Okay. So what points I have just mentioned, we'll take that and sit with it. Don't go to sleep. Remain. Don't go into a gaga land. Remain extremely alert with a cool mind. accepting that it is that infinite divinity which is the essence of my being. Therefore, God is not separate from me. He is part and parcel. He is the essence. He is the core. The body, which is made up of the five elements, everybody is made up of five elements. So, what's the big deal? Withdraw from that. Withdraw from the saying, from this belief that I am only this body. How do you do that? By simple. By I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the breath, I am not the intellect. How do you do that? Move through the world with equanimity, non-reaction. So first was parokshata, keeping the divine separate. Second is parichinnata, keeping the world as, taking the world as conditioning. Accepting ourselves to be limited by the world is a wrong conclusion. We are the unlimited being. How can space-time objectivity how can it condition us? How can it limit us? These three are because of me. I'm not because of these three. And the third, when we come to ourselves, the Jeev, first was parokshata, keeping the Lord separate. Second was parichinnata, accepting the limitations of the world. And third is aparokshata. Aparokshata is accepting, having the direct experience of ourselves. Paroksha is separation, keeping someone separate. Aparoksha is direct experience. So this I that I am, its competition and comparison with other will dissolve because he has rejected the limitations. Then the question is, who am I? No, but I can see the life in other people and I can see the life expressing through me. Life is common. Just like the sun reflecting in many buckets of water, the reflections are many, but the sun is one. Exactly the same way. Electricity is one, its expressions are many. Exactly the same way. Individuality is one, the spirit is one. The spirit, the Atma, expressing through the limitations, through the conditionings, is the phenomena that is called life. That is common. Even if you come to this point that the life is a commonality, it is the common principle, it is the general principle, it is not specific to one person and another person and another person. No. It's a great leap into yourself. Or you come directly to the spirit, come directly to the consciousness, be that.